Before I started my YouTube channel 11 years ago, I used to do a TV gig. Yes, it was called Crank It Up. Here's one of my old shirts. Don't make fun of the name. I did that on CBS TV for a couple of decades, and people are always saying, Scotty, whatever happened to those old videos you did? Well, I dug around in my messy garage and found a bunch of these old videos. So here's some old school Scotty.
Puddles in the driveway under your beloved car from mysterious leaks. Where do they come from? Pretty frustrating if you've already spent a lot of money trying to fix them. Well, you can stop wasting your money because car care expert Scotty Kilmer is here to tell us how to do it. And you're ready for the tanning bed, or?
No, this isn't a fashion statement.
Oh,
here.
okay.
This is to make sense.
The Bono
You
one.
wear these glasses because when you're trying to find leaks, you use ultraviolet leak dye. This is a little jar that you just spray about a second's worth in, engine oil, transmission oil, power steering oil, and then after you drive it, you use one of these ultraviolet lights, and it'll glow green where the light's coming on. When you wear the sunglasses, you can see the green a lot better.
So it really shows up. It like stands out.
And you can't miss where the leak's coming from. Now, this is a professional one that I use as a mechanic, but you go to any discount auto parts store today, and they have $20 kits that have a little cheaper light and a little cheaper sunglasses and a little cheaper dye, but it works perfectly fine, and you can find leaks in anything.
In anything. So even, did you say air conditioners? Did I miss that one? Or is that one?
Yeah, but for air conditioner, you can't use this. You have to have a special container that will go to the pressure inside the air conditioning system.
All right.
But you can buy one of those for about $8 too. So.
Wow, okay. We got, for our first caller is Lisa. She's got a question about her brake lights. Lisa, go ahead.
Okay. I have a 99 S10 Blazer, and my ABS and brake light come on every so often, not all the time.
Okay, what's happening to your car is you probably have a minor glitch in your anti-lock brake systems. The first thing you want to do is just check the fluid level in both. If you're just a little low on fluid, both of those lights can come on. Now, anti-lock brakes are what's called a fail-safe system. So if your ABS light comes on, you'll just go back to normal brakes, and you really don't have to worry about it unless you really need anti-lock brakes, and since it doesn't really snow around here and you get ice on the road, it's not something that's really all that important. If you do want to know what it is, you'll have to go to a mechanic that has anti-lock brake software, and they'll have to put the computer on and analyze it and try to figure out what's wrong, but it's normally very expensive. If they feel okay, they stop hard, the brakes don't go to the floor, you can just live with something like that.
Next caller is Barry. He's got a little bit of a problem with his first gear slipping, I think. Barry, go ahead.
Yeah, Scotty, I enjoy your name too. My dad and my oldest brother is Scott too.
There's a bunch of us out there.
Hey, listen, I've got a 97 Honda Passport. It's got 118,000 miles on it. But usually when it's cold, taking off, it kind of slips in the first gear.
Okay, what's happening is your transmission is getting slightly worn, but my advice to do would be to change out the fluid, put in synthetic fluid like Mobil 1 automatic transmission synthetic fluid, put a little bit of cleaner in it like Cargo automatic transmission cleaner, drive it about 250 miles. If you're lucky, you've got some varnish in there, and if it cleans the varnish and it shifts fine. If you're not, I would baby it, because rebuilding those transmissions on those cars is a very expensive endeavor. I've seen it go more than $2,500 to $3,500, so you might live with it, but try cleaning it first.
Okay, I hope we don't have as expensive a problem with Greta, I believe. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Greta, go ahead with your question.
Good morning, gentlemen. Yes, it is Greta. I have a 97 Olds Achiever, and I've had the thermostat replaced and also the fan motor, but it's still overheating.
Okay.
What can be the problem?
What you want to do is have somebody inject some of this ultraviolet dye into the system, and if it's leaking anywhere, the green dye will come out, and you know it's leaking somewhere. The only other things that can go wrong generally are either your head gasket's starting to go in the engine, which is really expensive, and a mechanic can check it with a leak block checking machine, or your radiator is just old. All radiators today are made out of plastic and aluminum. The aluminum doesn't rust, but it corrodes, and when it corrodes, it won't dissipate the heat. So it could be as simple as you just need to get another radiator, and there's many discount radiator places that you can get radiators as cheap as about $150.
Got a question about air conditioners, timely at this time of the year, from Eileen. Eileen, go ahead.
Hi. Yeah, I've got a 1994 Mercury Sable, and when I brought it to the air conditioning place, they told me that there was a clogged hose.
Okay.
And but they wanted to charge me $1,500 to get this air conditioning fixed.
Well, it's more than a clogged hose for $1,500. Air conditioning work, unfortunately, is just educated guesswork. And they keep putting less and less analytical equipment on them. Some cars only have one fitting, so you can only take the low pressure reading, and you don't even get a high pressure reading. So a lot of guys will just replace everything. My advice is go to another place, have them analyze it, and then have them explain what they can do. You don't need to use new parts. You can use remanufactured parts. And a lot of times you can flush the system out instead of replacing parts. So find a good AC repairman and have them give you an estimate, but just realize it's always going to be an estimate. You're never going to know until it's done, because all the parts inside are interrelated, and since mechanics don't have x-ray vision, they can't see inside. They're just guessing.
Always reassuring to hear from an expert that it really comes down to guesswork.
Well, it does with anything. I never know if something's fixed until it's finally fixed.
Well, give the problem that Joe has with his transmission a guess here then. Joe, go ahead.
Hello, good morning, Scotty.
Howdy.
I've got an 02 Chevrolet Silverado pickup. It has a tow mode button on the end of the gear shift to put it in the tow mode.
Yeah.
And it says in the manual that I can drive it in D and drive, but I might want to put it down in 3. Which should I do? Put it in the 3?
Yeah, it depends on what you're towing and how type of terrain that you're driving in. If you're just driving on normal flat stuff around here, like going to Galveston or going out San Antonio, hey, you can just leave it in D. If you're going to go up hills and you're pulling a lot of weight, put it in 3, and then it won't go into overdrive and it won't strain the transmission as much.
Very good. Scotty, you want to put your Bono glasses back on there. Your sunglasses. Thanks
if
again.
Anybody missed, now they can see it.
There you go. Thanks as always, Scotty. If you've got questions for Scotty, you can check out our website and send your letters to this address.
So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.